Speaking of a big difference, Vince McMahon was accused of sexual assault. Reports came out that
I don't know about this.
he agreed to pay 4 women a combined $12 million in hush money.
I'm not shocked by this.
He did that shit.
We were young, but if you and now that I like
Watching
think about it,
actually, bro, I went on
watch it
Peacock and watched that shit. Yeah, bro.
you watch the shit back. This
He
man
like,
was,
hey, bro.
What's up, my nigga?
Stacey
yeah,
Keebler.
That was a wild episode. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, he is.
Stacey Keebler?
He did say that shit.
Man, what's that boy?
Oh,
I remember
Yeah.
sitting in front of the TV when he said that
He
shit.
know better.
I was like, whoa.
That was different times back
that
then.
was
They had
Vince
a new rag
McMahon.
on and
that was
everything.
Vince.
You couldn't tell him nothing. He smacked you.
But think about the times we were living
Make
in,
you kiss his
and
ass.
like how young we were, bro. Like we watched that shit like it was nothing.
Bro, we used to think that shit was like real.
That's
like,
the reality of this shit.
I was
A
into
grown man kissed his ass. No matter what, like, he got paid and all that, bro. Like, a grown man kissed that nigga ass.
Hey, do y'all feel like now that we're adults, do y'all feel like that back then at that time was that shit acceptable or was it still wrong?
Okay, hold on.
It was still
Okay,
wrong.
what you talking
We
about?
just couldn't.
Time-
No, I know what he's talking
It
about.
was
Times changed though.
Just
Yeah.
all the
We're
shit
changing
that
the
wrestling came
subject.
with.
No, he's not changing the subject.
No, we're changing from the alleged, being the
No.
sexual conduct. Just to let y'all know.
Oh,
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I think I'm gonna relate it back to the Vince McMahon topic in this way. I seen a like Eric just brought up when he said, "What's up, my nigga?" Like you see all this stuff, you see the sexual stuff, like, but you don't realize you're not really focused on it and realizing because it's entertainment and you're like in your head you're just like, ain't no way that's really happening right in our face.
because I know, like, you know, ESPN.
Kids too.
We was kids, like you just don't know, you just watching it.
I know ESPN, like, you know, put it out there or whatever, but, like, think about who really worried about it. That's how, not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so, in your head, it's like, he been doing this. I been knew he was on some shit like
You just
that.
don't realize
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? You just like,
But you gotta think about it too, though. Like the guys like Vince and Trump back then was like pretty much running things. Like they
yeah,
had-
that's true.
Hey,
I mean, you're not witnessing them assault women.
Yeah.
You're just seeing
Yeah.
their character and you're basing it off of that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like TV and what people accepted and how people talked back then was also a lot more aggressive and
It
different.
was. It
So
definitely
it's like-
was.
But still, that's still a reflection of kind of, well, not really, because it is a character, but
And like
there's
DJ said, we were
little
kids. We
things.
didn't know better.
Like the my nigga thing, like that's still pushing the boundaries. You know what I'm saying?
but then you gotta
Like,
think about how y'all say we was kids though. What about the adults or the fact that it was on live TV? Like all that shit was pretty much scripted. They knew he was gonna say my nigga. They knew all that was
They did.
somebody wrote him to say that shit. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So it's just like you can't all put it on him though at the same time too because he was just kind of doing his job though. You know, so it's just like he's still playing a character at the end of the day. Ain't no goddamn, Vince McMahon is an alter ego. Like, that ain't no
But
real
imagine
person, quote unquote.
he was able to keep doing what he was doing because people were watching. People were turned in. They were enjoying what they were seeing.
Yeah.
So that tells you something about the people
Yeah.
that were watching it. They
Yeah.
wanted to see that shit.
Yeah, because if it was that big a deal, his ass would have got canceled right after he did that. Not canceled because that's what happened, but you know what I'm saying? He would have been gone type shit. Like, oh no.
Well, it's just like
Times are different now.
you gotta look at Family Guy too. They pushed the envelope too.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Nah,
they
they
pushed it far.
did.
They
did
dialed
take
it
out
back.
some
They
stuff.
di-
out
no,
of
they
Family
definitely
Guy.
dialed it back.
But see,
When they
Family
first
Guy
came out though, they was whew,
Family Guy is
Yeah,
a paradox though, because Family Guy will change with the times, but at the same time, they will go back and they will clown themselves for the wild shit that they did as well.
Yeah.
So it's like they progress with themselves also, like over the years. That's how shows like that last so long, like The Simpsons and shit, because they literally go off of what's happening
Yeah,
currently.
yeah.
So that makes sense.
Because I feel like still, if we talking about just like keeping it on cartoon wise, like just letting it all out, like fucking, I don't see how in the hell ever fucking Boondocks was acceptable, bro. Like,
Really wasn't
bro, like
acceptable.
that
was-
shit
Oh,
should have like
man.
every episode like he was like kind of worse than the
Every
next.
time
type
it got
shit.
canceled, I was like, I understand why. Like,
I think it's because that's when they first came out with Adult Swim, so it's kind of like, we made this for.
But even
old
still though, even though it
adults.
wasn't for kids, I'm saying that still it was racist as fuck. That shit was like that shit was mad. Even
It
though it
was.
was written by a black
But did you
person,
really care?
it was that's what I'm saying. But you know how many white people actually like Boondocks, bro?
Yeah.
Like fucking go hard on it. You know what I mean? And like think about how Uncle Ruckus was. Think about how they portrayed Tom. You know what I mean? Think about how they just everything just take
But a
your
lot of that
look
stuff,
at
though.
Boondocks outside of being a black person.
But
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
why?
that shit
Because
is
it's true.
offensive as
That's
fuck.
what they
You get what
were
I mean?
showing.
Boondocks was futuristic too. They was projecting a lot of things. That
They was
They
too.
was. Yeah.
It's because it represents real shit.
Yeah,
That's why it
exactly.
resonates. It's not fake. It's not just somebody up there calling somebody
Being
a nigga
racist,
just to
yeah.
call somebody a nigga. There's a point
Facts.
behind it.
Facts.
Like,
Every
the way
episode,
they-
as like
they
dumb
had a
as
whole-
it might
they
have
had a
got,
whole nigga
there was
episode.
always a point to this.
Yeah,
like what you
the
watching.
nigga moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
that nigga.
Like, that's-
All that
Oh,
whole
that
nigga.
shit
like that's cultural. Like
Say my nigga
Like-
squeezing, my nigga squeezing.
key
Hey, yo,
points.
squeeze it, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like
It's real.
like as a black person coming up, like there's certain episodes of Boondocks like that, like teach you about like
Real
being a
life
nigga,
lessons.
like real life shit.
parking spot.
Even that one when they was like in the movie theater and shit, and they got that hoe for free, or he snuck into the movies and shit. It was like
what? What happened?
when Granddad snuck all of them into the movie theater,
Oh, I don't
and
remember that one.
they didn't pay, so like Ruckus was trying to get him out.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, because he wasn't.
The itis. Everybody know about the
Oh,
itis.
yeah,
itis.
the itis, boy.
Pimp named Slickback.
Pimp name Slipback. Gangsta-licious. Ooh.
Huh?
Thugnificent. Ooh.
Oh yeah, all that.
we did.
I thought y'all said my name. My bad.
Nigga said, hold up. I smell new shoes.
What do you say? He said if Thugalicious is gay and not like Thugalicious, does that make me gay?
That's what I was
Like,
like.
yep.
But see, that was one of them futuristic episodes.
Exactly.
right there.
Cry.
At one
That's
episode,
how all the rappers be now,
At
though.
one episode, he was talking to Granddad, and Granddad was explaining that shit. He said, "That's not gay." He said, "Nah, yeah, that Granddad, that gay."
Yeah.
Yeah, Boondocks
That
is
show
definitely
wild.
good. Definitely a good one.
Old
What's the top
television,
5 Adult Swim
home
cartoons?
movies?
Yeah.
Let's keep it number one first. Hold on. Let's get number one. Who got number one?
I think Family Guy, of course. About
Nah,
I got
but
American
before you
Dad.
answer though, think about Adult Swim as a whole, not the
I
shit
know
just
all
now.
the episodes.
Yeah, Family Guy.
The one I watched personally the most
Family
was
Guy.
Family Guy. I mean,
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Hunger Force was up there. Cowboy Bebop was good.
Yeah,
Robot
Low-key
Chicken
was good. Yeah, Robot Chicken
Yeah,
was
Robot
low-key.
Chicken was
I ain't
good.
like
Robot
Chicken.
Chicken.
I ain't fuck with it like that. I ain't gonna hold
Man,
it.
that shit was
probably my
funny, bro.
third.
They just kept going with it.
Robot Chicken was my number one.
Robot Chicken was funny.
Number
That shit was
two
funny though. I ain't gonna lie.
was Super Jail. Y'all know nothing about
Super
Super
Jail
Jail.
was
was live.
fire.
Super Jail was my shit. And then, like, I ain't gonna lie, then probably say 3 was Boondocks.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I picked those 2 over Boondocks is because, like, I fuck with Boondocks, don't get me wrong, but it was just, like, the blood, the gore, the randomness, like, and just the pure comedy. Like, I definitely got some laughs off Boondocks, but the pure comedy from fucking, like, Robot Chicken of just, like, doing actual shit that's going on in the world and people that you know getting fucked up. And
shit was
just,
so
it was
funny.
just so funny, yeah. Like, it's,
Robot Chicken was like Vine before Vine was like a thing. Like,
Yeah,
it was like TV's
it was
version
like
of Vine.
funny
I never
It
thought
was
about
15
that.
seconds.
That's
It was
a
like
good.
30
I never
seconds
thought
version.
about
I
that.
fuck with that.
a
I
little
fuck with that
clip.
shit.
Like,
I never
I
thought about that.
definitely fuck with the concept of
Underrated
Robot
one
Chicken.
too, y'all.
I used to stay up
The
just to watch
Oblongs.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We
Hey,
ain't gonna do that.
That
Oblongs
shit
was lit.
That shit was so
Some of them
trash.
some of them
reason,
used to
bro.
scare me though. Like,
That
I
shit was
ain't
so
gonna lie.
trash, bro. Yeah, I didn't like that shit. That shit was a little too.
That shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah, I agree with Eric.
I don't know if y'all know about home movies. That
Home
was a good
movies
show.
was lit.
I kind of remember that. That shit was trash.
Y'all remember
Crank-
Crank Yankers where they used to prank?
Oh,
call
yeah, that
people
shit
with
was
puppets?
Yeah. Hey, y'all
They used
remember
to curse a lot, man.
Celebrity Deathmatch? They used to be
Celebrity
yeah.
Deathmatch.
Bro, that was my shit.
Yeah,
MTV,
Celebrity Deathmatch.
MTV
Used
used
to
to
always
be wild.
pick everybody that was beefing like in a rap game. They used
Yeah.
to do a celebrity.
It would be
deathmatch.
live now if they did that shit.
Yeah, that
All
shit-
the
that shit
new-
bring
That
that
shit
shit
was
back.
great. Let's make it again.
We should.
Go back.
I wonder what we gotta do to get the rights of that.
Bro,
What if we could just?
think-
Would that be? Could they sue us for liking this if we just change the name? Like,
Yes.
You put it out there
famous
now,
death
yeah.
match. Ooh,
Yeah.
famous death match. Ooh.
They would kill us.
Famous death match or
We
famous.
don't have no money, so they couldn't really sue us, but they could at the same time.
That's MTV too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they'll fuck us up.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, that's
Ain't
the
nobody
fuck us
know.
They'll take us what we do have though. The little bit we got, they'll take it.
5%.